So off-season, thanks for watching. Access Hockey MI. We're going to try to do this thing all over again. It's going to be great. Second time's a
It's already better.
So off-season tracker, we like to keep up on the off-season because it keeps us informed for the teams we're going to have going forward for all the teams that we follow. So if you're new to our channel, we do Detroit Red Wings, Rapids Griffins, ECHL Toledo Walleye, and the USHL Muskegon Lumberjacks. So those are all relatively linked to one another. In fact, they are extremely linked to one another.
Hands today.
So we like to keep up with the off-season tracker just so we know who we have going forward. So Wade Megan was a player for the Grand Rapids Griffins the last season. He spent seasons with Chicago, with San Antonio, both in the AHL as well, and also did some NHL games. And he's retiring. Oh. So it is sad. He was drafted in 2019. He played also for Boston. 2009.
He was drafted this year. He retired this year.
Doing so good.
370 games in less than a year.
Guys, I'm sorry. He's 29, so it's relatively young for a retiree.
It is. It's extremely young.
Well, not extremely.
Well, it's for
relatively.
Retiring. I think retiring is pretty young.
Tell us what he's going to do.
I'll tell you what you're going to do.
I can't wait. No.
So for the last couple of seasons, he's been involved with something called NoCo Hockey School. So it focuses on developing players from 12 to 18.
He's actually co-founder.
Developing skills, skills testing and drills and all that kind of stuff, and getting the parents involved with that whole process as well. And he is now going to be switching to doing that full time, which is really, really cool. It's based in Canton, New York, and he and a couple other guys kind of got together and got this thing going. And so now he's kind of devoting all of the skills and the abilities he's learned over his professional career and kind of putting that back into the hockey community.
I was going to say, he's played 15 games in the NHL, so not a crazy amount. Most of his games were in the AHL with over 370 games. So he was considered a veteran. So he had that leadership for Grand Rapids, and I'm pretty sure for any team, he's just a leader type of player. Yeah. He's consistent, he's energetic, so that type of a player is the kind of player you want teaching your kids how to play hockey.
For sure.
And how to develop. So
yeah, for sure.
I think that's great, and I think that it's going to be really good going forward. And like Rachel said, he's been doing it this is the 4th year he's been doing it, so now he's doing it full time. So
I think it's really cool, though, because a lot of players, some of them don't know when to hang it up. And others.
Yager.
Whoa!
He's really good though.
Yager's right there. No, he's still good though. But with Megan, it's really cool that he recognized, maybe the NHL wasn't going to be where he was going to be long term, and he's okay with that. He wants to use his abilities to put back into the people that where he started.
Yeah, and it's not a waste of ability. And I think that sometimes you can look at it like that, and it's just not, because that kind of player is gonna help develop players for the future, for future teams, and who knows what kind of players he'll see come through his camp.
He'll do a lot, though, because his work ethic while he was with Grand Rapids, his skill, and like you said, the leadership, that's something that I think is going to be really, really important, especially because it's such a critical time for developing athletes between 12 and 18.
Yeah,
those are very formidable years, and so it's going to be good to have someone like him kind of coming alongside them and really helping figure out where they're going to go with their careers.
Yeah, so we're going to put the article and the interview he did with a Canton newspaper in our description box too, just so you can read it for yourself and you can see his interview and his answers, because they're better from the player anyway. Also, keep in mind we do have a podcast we've covered. The podcast is comprehensive, so that just means that we're going to cover whatever leagues we want, whatever teams we want. No one can say otherwise.
That's right.
So far we've covered topics from New Jersey Devils, we've done the Edmonton Oilers, we've done Carolina Hurricanes. So just keep that in mind. We might cover your team. It might be maybe even like a comment that you leave will be something we address because we hadn't thought about it. So just keep that in mind. Leave a comment. What would you want to hear? We'll link our podcast below. You can find it on iTunes and on podbean.com. So many words. But we so appreciate you watching. Make sure you comment below, like the video, subscribe, share everywhere in the world.
And congratulations, Wade Megan.
Yes, thanks for all your hard work.
Hats off to you, sir.
Bye, guys. Bye.